Wednesday. Hope everyone have a great Wednesday. I want to give honor to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I thank God for just allowing me to see another day and to wake up and be above ground and have blood flowing through my veins. And as you can see, the title is The Sweet Six. Duke is the number one seed, and Arizona is the fourth seed, I believe. It should be a really good game. And Caleb Love, I tell you, it seems like Caleb Love been playing basketball forever. I tell you, Caleb Love has been an interesting player versus Duke. And I'm being, I don't want to say too much. He's been an interesting player versus Duke. He has been a player that has been very good against Duke, and he has been a player that he wasn't the best against Duke. And so I will imagine that with the stage that this game is on, I'm pretty sure he wants to try to show up and show out. I'm pretty sure of that. And he should, as a competitor, he should, regardless of who Arizona is playing, because he's a very important piece for Arizona. No bones about it. Everybody knows it. He's a very important piece for those guys. Not saying that they don't have other guys that can score and make things happen, but he's a big piece. He's a big piece. And so Duke and Arizona met earlier in the year. Duke did win that game. I forgot by how much. It was double digits. I do remember that. Totally two different teams this time around. Totally two different teams this time around. And I think both teams have gotten better. Both teams have switched some things around with the lineup. And so it should be a good one. Outside of that game, I really hadn't seen Arizona play a lot. I do know that they went through a little stretch there, struggled a little bit, but they got back into the top 25 when it's all said and done. And they towards the end of their season, actually they were doing really well. They were doing really good. I think Duke will win. I do have Duke advancing in my bracket. Let me just go ahead and say that. I have Duke advancing in my bracket, and I'm gonna stick with that. I feel confident that this Duke team will get it done. They play tomorrow, the late night. I wish it was the first game instead of the second game, but it is what it is. I probably would end up falling asleep and hoping to wake up and see that they did win. So, but this Duke team is playing really well. Tyrese Proctor is playing, man, he's playing lights out. He's having a heck of a tournament. I know that's going to be their point of emphasis, to disrupt him. But the con about that is that, you know, he's just one of the guys that you gotta watch out for in this Duke team, you know. We're not even talking about the best player, Cooper Flag. You're not talking about Khan. You're not talking about Sion James. You're not talking about Foster. You're not talking about Evans, Gillett. I mean, so you know, even if Proctor doesn't have a game like he had against Baylor, Duke is still winning. You know, so I expect a competitive game. The Sweet 16 games are usually competitive. So I do expect a competitive game. And I expect when it's all said and done, for Duke to pull out the dub. I do. I expect Duke to pull out the dub. What is going on, everybody? Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everyone. I appreciate you chiming in. And if you don't mind, please hit the like button for me. Please hit the like button. If you chime in, if you're here for the first time, I'm Ben, on Going Sports Talk. And thank you for chiming in. I've been starting to do these lives as I'm heading to work. so, so I'm gonna try to get a little bit in. I can't be too long because my wife calls and then it just disrupts everything and it makes it look all crazy. But anyway, but I I wanted to come on and talk a little bit about this Sweet 16 game against Arizona and Duke. They did meet earlier in the year. Duke did get the dub. I think Duke is going to get the dub again. I think they're just playing some really good basketball. And what I love about this Duke team is that they talk about the offense, but their defense is just as good. And these guys are committed to playing defense. They want to get stops. They want to make it hard for teams to score, especially when you get into the paint area. They make it really hard. Honestly, they don't want folks getting into the paint. That's really what their goal is to keep people out of the paint. But you can't always do that. But even if people get to the paint, you can still make it hard on people to get a shot up or get a layup or whatever. And I just think Duke is better. And I hadn't seen a lot of Arizona, but Duke has just so many weapons. And even if one guy gets hot, I mean, it just makes Duke hard. Duke would be a hard out. They're going to be a hard out in this tournament. I have them winning. I'm going to just go ahead and say it. I do have them winning the whole thing. But anything can happen in a one elimination type of tournament. So, but I think these guys are locked in. When it comes to compete, these guys are ready. These guys are tough. They guard. The offense is clicks. They share the ball. I think they need to rebound better. I thought Baylor, looking at the game, Baylor got a lot of offensive rebounds. Malawatch, man, he needs to when he gets the ball, grab that ball with two hands. There was some times where the ball bounced around and he was right there and he lost the ball. Got to be better. Got to be stronger with the ball. Now, Pat Nagamba, that guy has some good hands. If it's in his hands, he got it. He got it. Ain't no lot of fumbling, losing the ball. And he got it. He has really good hands. And that's what I love about Pat. He has really come on I'm so happy for this young man. But he is really becoming to be a good piece of this rotation for Duke, and it's going to be needed. It's going to be needed, and but I think it's going to be a good game. I do. I think it's going to be a competitive game. But at the end of the day, I think Duke pulls out the dub. So if anybody of you that's on here are basketball fans at all, put in the comments who you are rooting for, who you think is going to win the national championship, who's going to win these Sweet 16 games. The first game before Duke and Arizona, you got BYU and Alabama. Man, that is going to be a barn burner. You got two offensive type teams that likes to get up and down. Oh man, this could be in the 90s type of game when it's all said and done. So that should be a really entertaining game before the Duke and Arizona game. But so it's gonna be interesting. This East bracket, it's gonna be interesting if Duke can get by Arizona, which I think they will. We'll see who they end up playing in the Elite Eight. So, but we gotta take care of business in the Sweet 16 first, which one game at a time, and then move on from there. So anyway, I hope everyone have a great one. I appreciate you chiming in with me. Make sure you hit the like button, comment, put in the comments who your team is. Are you March Madness fan? Are you not a March Madness fan? Put something in the comments for me. And have a great one. Blessings, everybody.